Hey guys, we are the 732 Review Crew, and I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we're back today with episode 7 of Firefly titled Jaynestown. Does that remind you guys of anything?
Jaynestown.
Yes.
Jayne seems like he would.
I was going to say Jayne.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
No, we're elevating our detective work for the intro.
Dude, all right. I don't think the show requires that deep of a dive. I think it's pretty surface level. So
Until the twist midway through the
title?
episode.
maybe they're going to go save another town and they're going to gift Jayne the town.
Or a wife.
Maybe Jayne trades Vera for the town.
Hey, yo.
Not Vera. This has been a very exciting, very fun show. As we always say, almost every single episode is favorite. But there's only one favorite character we all have.
It's Kaylee.
It's Kaylee. I don't know if it's yours.
Summer Glau.
No, I was going to say Mal. I
You
think
say
it's Mal.
Summer Glau is
River.
yeah.
I was thinking, honestly, my favorite characters, whoever wrote all of the jokes.
Dial back in. We're going to be starting this episode soon. If you made it this far, thank you for joining us on our journey through Firefly. Make sure you do drop a comment in the comments below.
We're
halfway.
These
Let us
have always
know.
been here.
Let us know your favorite part of the episode, or if we could do any.
Doing the thing.
Let us know if there's anything we can do for you to make this better for you. Otherwise, we're just going to jump into this episode because we're getting a little antsy. We want to start it. Start this one in 3. Oh, you dropped the remote. 2, 1. And thanks for watching. Chaos.
We appreciate you.
I use swear words like anybody else.
Oh, really? See, I never heard
Oh.
you. So when is it
Oh,
that you
they're having a little
discuss it
chat.
after I go to bed? Or
He's a surgeon. He probably swears a lot.
Don't let Mal get you into too much trouble while I'm gone.
fine, Al.
He's the best
Have good
outfits.
sex.
River. Oh, it's Jayne.
My God, you're like a trained ape without the training. Enemies? You? No, how can it be?
It's going to suck to pull all that off.
That whimper was great.
That was great. That might be Kaylee's best farewell yet, by the way.
Have good sex.
Have good sex.
What's going on with this water pump?
I vote we do this job really, really fast. Don't I usually stay with the ship?
I outrank you. Have fun.
So this is a place where they make mud.
Yep. Clay, really. Serenity's got more than a few ceramic parts in her.
Ceramic spaceship parts?
Ceramics is composites.
I can watch over your sister. I believe we've been developing a rapport. I'm a shepherd, after all. I should be able to keep my eye on a flock of what?
I'm not going there.
He's like, yeah.
There ain't a one of us that looks apart.
Oh, is he disguising himself?
Soft hands, definitely a moneyed individual. All rich and lily white, pasty all over.
All right. Fine. I'll go. Just stop describing me.
Boss.
He's the boss now. Day keeps getting better and better.
He's trying to be incognito, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who did he piss off?
The entire town?
Come to the right place.
I like this guy.
We have over 2,000 workers, mostly indentured.
Oh.
We pay them next to nothing. That way we can pass the savings directly on to you, the customer.
That's some pretty good savings then. Oh, it's him!
Is that like a wanted statue? What
I
is-
think he was influential at one point.
It might be an in-memory statue.
This might be what he's running from.
He did say he's running for something, didn't he?
This must be what going mad feels like.
I think they captured him, though. You know, captured his essence.
Looks sort of angry, don't he?
It's kind of what I meant.
Everywhere I go, his eyes keep following me.
You're all so mean.
What are we up to, sweetheart?
Fixing your Bible
What?
doesn't make sense.
Give me that. River, you don't fix the Bible.
Too logical.
It's about believing in something. And letting that belief be real enough to change your life.
That was a weird interaction.
They're delivering stuff
No,
to the report, though.
that's a progression moment.
Can't be a statue of me. No reason.
Are they about to start singing a song about how he like saved the town?
I hope so.
Call it mother's milk. All the protein, vitamins, and carbs of your grandma's best turkey dinner, plus 15% alcohol.
You wouldn't be looking for Kessler.
Just having a brew.
Last week, the factory foreman and his Prague crew heard he was moving contraband through town. Gave him a peck of trouble for it.
What kind of peck was that?
The kind where they hacked off his hands and feet. with
What?
a machete, rolled him into the bog.
Sounds about right.
He drowned.
Here's your tomato.
I called that one, huh?
He's Robin Hood.
You got any light you'd like to shed on this development?
Maybe he left the money.
No, Mel.
No, this must be what going mad feels like.
We gotta go to the crappy town where I'm a hero.
Well then, what's our little side story gonna?
Sorry. What's that?
Albert Einstein?
River?
Whoa.
Whoa. The boy told him all.
Well, that's a cool bar they were in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The mud pit.
It's Jayne!
He drinks the best whiskey in the house!
He's like, what's happening?
I reattached a girl's leg, her whole leg. She named her hamster after me. I got a hamster.
Oh, she's enjoying that.
Hamsters is nice. You know, you are pretty funny.
He's not.
Pretty.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's like, oh.
What did you just say?
Just say that you're pretty.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Especially when you're covered.
Oh, he says the right thing.
Oh, there you go.
I got some planning.
Oh, come on now.
Now, Captain, things are going so well.
I suppose.
I
No, really, we
said things are going well.
Oh, well.
I said they're going well. Ah, well.
Drunk subtlety.
Simon's just sitting there like,
Can't. Too much hair.
Is that...
Hell yes, preacher. If I didn't have stuff to get done, I'd be in there with her.
Did you know that Jayne is a bona
He's so
fide
drunk.
folk hero? Got a song and everything.
Oh, it's, you've been drinking, husband.
That he has.
they can't get over it.
For example, if your father had asked me to come here for him, I wouldn't have.
Ooh.
He rolled in, wanted to tear it down, but the whole town rioted.
You guys had a riot? How can I stay away?
He's where he belongs. He found his people.
Spend your time, you paid your debt.
What's up with his eye?
Jayne Cobb cost you 4 years of your life, plus a perfectly good eyeball. And here's the poetical portion. He's back in town.
That is inhumane.
Yeah.
Cruel and unusual punishment, at least.
I mean, their main bragging point was that they pay their workers nothing.
They cut their legs off and
And they're like, that's why you get the best price.
yeah.
Well, they're just cuddling.
No, it's okay. It's progress.
No, I would never. Not with Kaylee.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's
Mad at him.
You should be.
Where are you going?
I'm going with you.
I don't think so. No, maybe you ought to stay here. It's about the time for a civilized person to have his breakfast. That's the sort of thing would be appropriate, don't you think?
You deserve that, bro.
Excuse me, can I see a menu?
Oh, she did it!
I just thought I'd feel. Aren't I supposed to be a man now?
A man is just a boy who's old enough to ask that question.
Woo!
Deep.
Doesn't make you a man. You do that yourself.
Over the town from your dad, bro.
Is that really him? Wash, pinch me. I must be dreaming.
Oh, hell, I'll pinch you.
Just get on over to town square, Jayne. Your friends are waiting.
Oh, they're leaving him by himself.
And there's an angry man with a shotgun.
Here we go.
Look at that stash.
What is it though?
Camouflage netting over
I
something.
was like, is it cows again?
He's become kind of a folk hero in Canton.
Go on.
Well, he's back. Apparently, he landed here yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh no. I know this man. He just has this idiotic sense of nobility, you know.
He thinks it's Mal.
She does.
You mean you actually know Jayne?
Jayne?
Yes, Jayne Cobb, the hero of Canton. The only person I ever saw who stood up to my father.
Sir, I don't know who.
Woo!
Yikes.
He deserved that for Kelly.
I think Kaylee's gonna be the one that like knocks him out.
Oh fuck, bro.
I just spent the last 4 years steaming in a hot box and you're sirring me?
How dare you show me any respect?
Tell me, boy, I'll cut off every last bit of them good looks.
Okay, it was not as bad as I thought.
Oh, not done yet, youngin'. That's gonna cost you an eye. Come on!
Damn, if he had just waited 5 more minutes,
I know.
Jayne would have came to him.
As far as I see it, you people have been given the shortest end of the stick ever been offered a human soul in this crap hill-verse. But you took that end. Well, you took it. And that's... Well, I guess that's something.
That didn't sound half bad.
I'm shocked my own self.
Made you jump?
Yeah. And I was expecting it to happen too.
Thought I'd make you watch while I butcher me one of your boys.
You ain't one of mine.
Honey.
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 Heck, we used to work together, he and I. Now why don't you just let old Stitch speak his piece?
Did he even say anything?
No.
He was walking towards him.
He's being
On his blind side.
Got away clean, too. But then our plane took a hit and we're going down. And there's Jayne, the money, and me. There was no way he was gonna drop that money. This is the plan.
No.
Wow. Jayne's a real piece of shit.
Well, I mean,
He's gonna start a riot right now. Oh, I was hoping he'd get the other eye. Come on, Jayne!
he just fell on his chest. There's a knife in his chest. What do you mean?
Yes! No, you're a piece of shit, Jayne. Killed him. Riot!
What'd you do that for? What's wrong with you? Did you hear a word he said? You think there's someone just gonna drop money on you?
Jayne, 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 Jayne.
I don't know. He's missing like 2 sentences.
Yeah, I know what
to
he's
get that.
about to do.
He's gonna push a statue of himself over, probably. Oh.
Wow, wait. Oh, really?
That's like a really upsetting ending. What's... Can't end there.
Hello, Wash. Has there been a problem with takeoff?
Is there a problem?
Oh, she got him to do it.
We're fine.
You got the son to do it.
Did what?
Yes.
I set an override to port control. You wanted to make a man out of me, Dad. I guess it worked.
He's a clap back, actually.
And he's sitting back there. He's like, whoa. You see, he like brace himself. He's like, oh fuck.
I mean, Dad got what he wanted.
This was awful for Jayne, though.
Oh yeah, traumatic experience all around. Is she reading the Bible?
Like, no closure.
Is she still
She's
fixing the Bible?
rewriting the Bible for him, probably. She's writing it for
Just
him.
keep walking, preacher man.
No, I wish she was writing the Bible.
You couldn't beat him back? Or would that not be appropriate?
That's a quality dig.
Hey, Kaylee, say your feelings.
It's
You
still
like me
early.
well enough, and
Nope.
we get along. And
Doing it.
what's so damn important about being proper?
Yes, sir, you're full.
My way of being polite, or however was the only way I have of showing you that I like you,
Yay.
of showing respect.
So when we made love last night,
When we what?
you really are such an easy mark.
We did what?
Hell, there weren't one of them understood what happened out there. They're probably sticking that statue right back up.
Symbol gender.
Yeah, they do.
Could have left and had it.
Ain't about you, Jayne. It's about what they need.
Don't make no sense.
Everything has to make sense, Jayne.
He doesn't understand much anyway, so.
It's about faith, guys. It's all about faith.
You can pause the fucking episode.
I don't want to. We're just going to watch the next episode. You can jump right into it. I don't have the remote. Joe does.
It's right here, bro.
So, that was episode 7 of Firefly, titled Jaynestown. And now we know why it's called Jaynestown. The big dang old hero.
Actually, it was called Canton. So I don't know why it was called Jaynestown. Could you enlighten me?
Because
it was definitely called Canton.
Did you watch any of it?
Did you watch the episode?
You're right there. I don't know what's wrong.
All right, all serious, no.
They really got us good, I think, because you're expecting like a nice, happy ending, like good story to come out of it.
Never.
And instead, like, I mean, sure, it ended out pretty good for the crew, but like in reality, the evil guy who's tricked all of these people to be his slaves for the rest of their lives.
Indentured servitude.
Well, do you have hope that the son is going to
Indentured servitude. Hold on.
I mean, sure, the son seemed better, but he also wasn't like, yeah, I'm gonna set all of them free.
Yeah,
He wasn't a dick.
But he also was like, when they took my dad's money, that was real good. You know, so he's like, I really enjoyed the one.
I mean, he's a cow-toed son, so I mean, like, you gotta.
Yeah.
Any form of resistance is appealing because he does not resist.
Well, like he said, he wasn't a man, especially because his dad told him to do. And his first choice that he makes after losing his virginity
is to listen to the hooker.
Come on, listen to the companion. So she listens to the companion.
Some respect.
Put some respect on Inara's name.
Yeah, she. The only reason they got out of there is because of her, because she's talked to him and said, "Hey, it's not sex or an action that makes you a man. It's doing what you believe in and just being you."
And do your homegirl solid.
Yeah.
If you ever want to see me again.
I would really want to show your father that you're a man now. You should let me off
You'll
this
listen
planet.
to the first woman you had sex with.
I like how Simon had a reference that the alcohol they drink
is the
just
bread
like,
beer.
Yeah,
of
the bread
Egypt?
beer. Just like the people in Egypt, and because they're poor workers who are basically indentured servants / slaves, and the only way to keep them happy, just like in the old days, is you make sure they're fed, and then you give them a little alcohol, and they can't try it.
Also, like, this is a massive industrial center right next to a town, and clean drinking water did not seem very apparent there since water was being used for mud making. So beer is a great way to sanitize water.
I really like this episode. Episode 4 is still my favorite. I think this one takes one of my favorite ones, especially because Going into this, we're thinking you're like, oh, Jayne has a cult town after him. Well, he technically does have a cult kind of behind him, the cult of Jayne, because you remember,
because their lives are so terrible, they picked someone almost as terrible as their lives as their hero.
But they didn't know that because he just dropped money on them.
Rude to Jayne. He's got some redeeming qualities, all right?
He's got some, but he dropped some money on the town.
He also killed the guy he fucked over who was seeking revenge in cold blood by smashing his head into the ground.
It's Jayne, okay?
You know what I mean? Like, that guy was totally justified in coming after him to kill him because he betrayed him and threw him out of the plane.
Lost his eye. It spent 4 years in a box.
And then Jayne was like,
the one thing that I've wanted to say since like the end of this episode is I realized that I've probably laughed more in the Firefly episodes than any other show we've watched. And you guys talk about the episode. I feel like I should not have been laughing this much. It's all been dark things you guys have said.
You just laugh.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of dark stuff this episode. This wasn't like right up in your face.
It was a hilarious episode.
One of my favorite quotes from this episode is, "Can I get a menu?" What's a menu? Menu, what's that? Like, Simon literally, he wakes up, he gets this.
He's doing his part of playing the moneyed man.
Yeah, he's doing his part of playing the money man, and he's like, "Can I get a sandwich? Can I see you guys get any finger sandwiches?"
Him and Kaylee, bro.
Oh yeah, they were this close to having a kiss, I think, when they were drunk, but they didn't.
I mean, hey, waking up,
cuddling, yeah,
is,
that's just as good, man. That was my favorite part of this episode, besides the what I just said. Is just their, the fact that they're finally admitting feelings for each other. Now, I know we have this episode plus the next 6 episodes until the series ends. And I really...
Can you stop ruining my enjoyment?
I'm just going to be so sad.
I don't want it to end.
I'm going to be very sad if Kaylee and Simon don't have a moment together, because then, fine, the series ends, they could be together in the future.
Sure, but Malin and Nara, too. Because they keep just slowly, like...
So, does, Mal still have a wife? Since they never got divorced.
I don't think that was technically his wife.
They didn't actually get married.
They did the tradition.
I don't think that girl was actually from that town, though.
Well, it was never consummated. They didn't consummate
the marriage, yeah.
Not for a lack of trying, if you know what I mean.
Jayne would have been dead.
But on account of the whole poisoning / drugging him.
Is that now what you do on your wedding night? No. You don't just pass out on the floor?
No. And rob him for all he's worth. Damn right.
For this episode, though, there's when they said how they treated the guy who was the smuggler, that was crazy. Their punishment is they cut your hands off and your legs off. I mean, your arms and your legs off, and they throw you in the mud pit.
I thought it was just his hands and feet, not his arms and legs.
Well, still, they cut your body parts off. They throw you in the water. You can't get out that well. You drowned. You're in the clay pits.
And if you do crawl out, I mean, you got muddy water in your wounds. That's probably the dirtiest stuff ever.
Absolutely awful,
that was
terrible
so dark.
Fucking planet. And they also kept alluding to, which I thought is how it was going to play out. And they're like, yeah, there's too many of us, so they just let us give the money, and they said it was a bonus. And I'm like, oh, there's going to be they're going to revolt and
I was like,
throw this dickhead. And meanwhile, all Jayne did was like, no, I'm a liar. Let me kill this guy in cold blood and knock down my statue. You guys are all stupid. Bye.
And
all he had to say was just take it for yourself and left.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to say.
That's why he said something. I was like, nah, he's missing 2 sentences.
Yes, you were spot on.
But then when was it Mal said when he says they're just going to probably stick it back up. He's like, probably, but
yeah, it's not about Jayne, it's about the symbol.
The people need it. They need that folk story. They don't care. I guess they don't care what his intentions are.
They need to revolt is what they needed.
Okay, so
they said it earlier. The preacher said it. Faith.
You don't care about his intentions because the action is what the result was.
Faith makes your reality real, bro.
Speaking of that, I liked watching River and Book, discuss and talk a little bit bond, especially when he's like, I can babysit her. We got a little report going, and then the first thing she's doing is correcting the Bible. And cutting pages out and drawing all over it. She's like, I found 11 logical fallacies here, and I don't understand how the Noah's Ark works.
No. She said 11 parallels there, and then when she has to notice things, she's like, that's a problem.
I'll be honest, I didn't really enjoy any of that. I'm all about Jayne and all of those jokes, and everyone constantly just the doctor being like, my ears are bleeding, and this is the definition of badness.
Oh, especially that was funny.
I like that stuff. The river stuff, whatever. Well, for me.
There has to be a reason for her fear of the hair. I just think she probably saw a scientist that
saw Albert Einstein.
Yeah, but one of the scientists that probably was.
I mean, it was pretty scary.
One of the scientists from the facility probably had that hair.
Probably.
Which is why it reminds her.
I feel like we saw the scientists and they didn't have.
No, we saw the man with blue gloves that come in twos.
We also saw the people on the ship that did the Navy, basically. I don't know.
We haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, I'm glad. Because it's better without them, to be honest. The story is. I enjoy the story a little bit more.
Wait, who?
The two guys with blue gloves. Better following them. Because
Hands of blue.
I enjoy the story without, those guys coming. Okay, they add a little bit to the story, but just the everyday life of living in space, going planet to planet, doing jobs, and having a crew dynamic is enough for me. Like, I don't care if there was no backstory of them being hunted. If it was just a really smart doctor and his sister is super smart, and then the crew, and they weren't, criminals, it would have a similar, impact on me because they're just going around doing stuff. And of course, they have to add in, Alliance is coming, or whoever is coming, we got to get out of here,
I don't know how in depth they're going to go into it, to be honest. I feel like they might just kind of like.
I also haven't seen like the Space Raiders in a while.
The Reavers.
Well, I think they just exist to be in the back of your mind and be like, hey, there's Reavers.
Well, you got to be reminded of that from time to time. I'm saying, where is it?
They may come back soon, but I think as of right now, like I said, I just enjoy them jumping planet to planet and meeting all these different characters and seeing all the different towns. They're all so cool.
If it was called The Misadventures of the Wild West, far, far in a galaxy far away in the future or whatever.
Misadventures of Serenity.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm fine with that.
I'm never letting you name any episode ever.
The Misadventures of Serenity.
Luckily, I'll never have that option, so.
All right. When we win the lottery, we'll renew the show. But that's not going to happen until we win the lottery.
And on that note,
thank you for watching our reaction. If you do enjoy our discussion or our reaction itself, let us know your favorite parts, any of our theories that you like, or any of the moments that you like, as well as let us know your favorite part of the episode if you made it this far. Also, make sure you do like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, we're the 732 Review Crew, and I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we're signing out for the episode of Firefly number 7. Bye.
Bye.
Look at the poster. Look at the poster. We got posters now.